Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, Bad Company. Can't get enough. A tribute to Bad Company. Now, you know how tributes work. It's kind of odd to list this as a Bad Company album, and it's a tribute. Well, the two surviving members of Bad Company, of the founders, that is, Paul Rodgers and Simon Kirke, are involved in many of these songs. And so, since they're involved, and they're Bad Company, even through this tribute record to them, they're involved. Paul's doing some harmony and background vocals. Simon Kirke, the drummer, also does some drumming in at least one track. So, yeah, Bad Company is playing on their own tribute, which is just fine by me. And, you know, I thought this was, well, most Bad Company covers are not that awe-inspiring, and this isn't either. It's effective. Gee, I wonder whose album it is. It's Bad Company. That is the main job of the album cover. I mean, yeah, we love this album cover from the debut, but it's not all inspiring. I do love this one, Straight Shooter. That's a good cover. I really love that cover. Doesn't have the name of the band. Which record is this? This is Burning Sky. Back cover gets some Burning Sky. On the front cover, what is it? Getting you'll post Martin on this one. Desolation Angels, right. And of course, the best of 10 from 6. So, look at the cover. I wasn't hyped. But then, I'm going to give it a chance. And I looked at, I did know half the bands here, or at least I heard of many of these bands. Hardy, I heard of recently. Halestorm, I hear good things about, but I don't know if that's something that really be in my wheelhouse. Slash is here. Of course, Slash is on the record with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. They're doing Feel Like Making Love. That is pretty damn well done. Here's the point about the record. Since Bad Company is involved, yes, the 10 songs here are faithful to the originals, but they are different as well. So you will hear a bit of difference. The people come in, doing the tribute, put their own imprint in it, but it is basically faithful to the originals. No disco versions, no polka versions. It's basically faithful. There's a little bit of country rock to this, to some of this. And of course, the song Bad Company always had a touch of country into it and the imagery of the lyrics. Dirty Honey I heard of them. I think I'm put in my consideration pile. I don't know if I was that impressed with it. Blackstone Cherry. Blackstone Cherry was pushed, but Blackstone Cherry, a modern southern rock band, was pushed by Classic Rock Magazine a generation ago. So I have at least one CD of theirs that I got free. If I remember correctly, it's hiding somewhere. Def Leppard. Well, only two. This is a true team up of Bad Company, Simon and Paul, with Joe Elliott, the singer from Def Leppard, and Phil Collen, the longtime guitarist from Def Leppard, and they team up to do Seagull, which is the only song here that is not a classic rock radio cliche. I don't remember hearing Seagull on the radio, but I like Seagull. Cool song. Have a nice lyric video for that. Didn't find who played bass on it, but I think we gather who everybody else is and who else is doing everything. The Pretty Reckless. I think I have a Pretty Reckless record hiding somewhere. They do All Right Now, which is cheating, because All Right Now is not a Bad Company song. It's a free song. You knew that. But the two surviving members of Bad Company were also the two surviving members, if I remember correctly, of Free. Is the bass player in Free still alive? I forget. Didn't know I was going to bring it up. Didn't do my research. So, good version of All Right Now. Female singer. Didn't change the gender of the song. Cool. And so you get all the songs you expect from a Bad Company tribute, except for Seagull. Seagull is the deep cut. Ready for Love, done by Hardy. Shooting Star by Halestorm, with Paul Rodgers doing some harmony. Feel Like Making Love, like I said before, Slash. That guitar crunch. Slash does the guitar crunch. You remember. It's a cliche song. You remember the guitar. I mean, yeah. You get the Russie, oh, honey, honey, honey. Oh, I feel like, bang. The part the guys like. One with the Pack. Blackberry Smoke with Paul Rodgers. I forgot to look up. Brian Deller? Don't know. Not sure I care. I don't know. I'll try it if I find something by him somewhere along the way. But I suspect he's a countryish type of guy. The Struts. I think I own the Struts hiding somewhere. Rock and Roll Fantasy. I got it cheap from a library sale. I think I liked it. Bad Company, done a little bit more country than usual. Charlie Crockett. Whoever he is. Dirty Honey, it does rock steady. And Blackstone Cherry does Burning Sky. Really like Burning Sky. You don't hear Burning Sky. Burning Sky is a bit deep cut. You don't hear that on the radio that often, did we? Or do? Do we? I'm not sure. So, as if I listened to the radio at all. That's why I own all this stuff. So, for the three of you who care, the liner notes are written by Eddie Trunk. You ever think I'm bad about repeating stories and facts? You haven't listened to Eddie Trunk. He repeats himself a lot. I like Eddie Trunk fine. But on his Collen show, he repeats himself a lot. A lot. 10 songs, 47 minutes. Squeeze in your final record. And so I reviewed this to me yesterday. This is coming out Saturday, if I don't get screwy, on November 1st. Monday, whatever day it was, 27th in October, I'm reviewing the record, doing my errands. Nice company. And I was going to do it Monday night. This is Tuesday. But I want to watch football. I'm in America. It's football season. And the Kansas City Chiefs was playing Monday night. Okay, I'll watch that. But a few times I watch over-the-air TV. To my surprise, I'm hearing Bad Company and what they call the bumpers. The music they play as they go from the game to the commercials. And they play some classic rock or popular music leading into the commercial. It was Bad Company. But it wasn't the original Bad Company. It was at least 2 songs from this. Ready for Love, if I remember correctly, from Hardy. And All Right Now, from the Pretty Reckless. Used as bumpers. And being a new day, I Googled, hey, I was on drugs last night. Did I really hear the new Bad Company tribute on Monday Night Football on ESPN/ABC? No, I wasn't alone. People actually took the time to notice they're playing tracks from this record, Bad Company tribute, last night on ABC. The American Broadcasting Company, Australia. American Broadcasting Company, now Australian. That ABC. And at least I recognize, I haven't detached myself from reality. They actually did it. And apparently they do it elsewhere on ESPN as well. Bad Company has a good label. They get new music on bumpers on ESPN/the American Broadcasting Corporation or Company, whichever it is. So I enjoyed it. I don't know if I want to listen to any of these artists or bands again in my life that did the tribute. I'll see. I'll check out whatever new thing Slash comes out. And, Halestorm maybe and Hardy and whoever else we're talking about. Def Leppard, not in the last 40 years. But hey, Seagull, the job they did was nice. The original material was good. Can't screw it up too bad, right? So that's your review with a mediocre cover of Can't Get Enough, Bad Company. And we lost half the band. We lost Boz Burrell in 2006, who was in King Crimson before Bad Company. Yeah, he needed the money. And of course Mick Wells, also formerly of Mott the Hoople. We lost him earlier this year. I think Mick and Boz would have been happy with it. And they played the solos just like Mick did the solos. So, as far as my ear could tell. You like this video? Give it a like, subscribe to Extra Rat Corner, ring the notification bell, and listen. It's on YouTube, of course. You can find it at Bad Company. And come back and tell us what you think. And for the latest in action rock, garage rock, punk, psychobilly, rockabilly, and classic and legacy bands like Bad Company, if I can still stomach the legacy band, I like Bad Company just fine. We'll have it here in Action Rock Corner coming back. Remember, have fun with your music. And fresh music and fresh takes on, one free and 9 Bad Company songs. Come on, Simon and Paul were both in free too. For All Right Now. So, nice fun listen as I'm doing my errands yesterday and a little bit today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.